So why is this weather, from drought there in Australia to extreme heat waves across Europe, as well as Japan and South Korea, so severe? And is it a sign of things to come? Well, our science editor David Shookman examines what's going on and begins with the heatwave conditions right here in the UK.
One of the most serious heat waves of modern times came in 1976. Water was in such short supply that people queued for it in the streets. And for 15 days running, parts of the UK were above 32 Celsius. We haven't seen that this year so far. And back in 1969, a drought was so intense that one part of East Anglia had hardly any rain for 70 days. We're approaching that now, but we're not there yet. What is striking now is that multiple heat waves are happening at the same time. This is Finland, where record heat is great for holidaymakers, while nearby Sweden is battling forest fires, even in the far north of the Arctic. Temperatures there are far higher than normal, and firefighters are having to call for help. So what's behind all this? Well, the key, as ever, is the jet stream. That's the flow of high-altitude air that governs our weather. Often in summer, it has a rather gentle wave, meaning that we tend to get cooler conditions. But this year, it's been meandering in great loops, and we've ended up to the south of it, which means we're getting hotter weather. Add to that sea temperatures similar to previous heat waves, and climate change, the warming of the atmosphere making heat waves more likely.
What we're seeing actually is the sort of temperatures we're seeing now could potentially become the norm in only 30 years' time or so if we keep on emitting greenhouse gases. It's important to say also that the trajectory of future climate depends very much on whether mankind continues to increase emissions or whether it's possible to reduce those emissions.
In Japan, the past few days have set new records for temperature, so intense that several dozen people have died. Engineers are checking buckled rail tracks. The governor of Tokyo says it's like living in a sauna. In a traditional ceremony, people try to cool the streets, amid real concerns about Japan hosting the Olympic Games at this time of year in 2020.